Hey YouTube, thank you for checking out this video. In this video, I'm going to share with you a training that I did for my clients where we talk about the 4 biggest lies that stop our growth. Because the reality is that every single one of us, we sabotage our growth. Every single time that we want to go to the next level, something stops us. There's a pattern that subconsciously stops us from going to the next level. So I hope that you like this training. I hope that you like this video. Please share this video, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you next time. Learn it, live it, experience it. Love life. So we're going to go over today the 4 biggest lies that stops us from growing. So let's talk about number 1. Number 1 is every single time they say, I know what to do, but I'm not doing it. I think that's one of the biggest things that I always hear all the time. Raul, I know what to do, but I'm not doing it. I know I need to do this, but I'm not doing it. I know I need to do that, but I'm not doing it. The reality is that we use that excuse to mask our lack of capacity. Because the reality is that if you knew what to do, you already done it. The reality is that we don't have the capacity to do the things that we think are going to work. The truth is, what you know doesn't work. What you are looking to do in the style that you're looking to do it in is not working. Otherwise, you would have done it. So what can we do about it? See, when we acknowledge that we don't know what to do, it opens ourselves up to possibilities. Because if you could continue to say, I know what I need to do, Rob, but I'm not doing it, you're closing your mind and you're not opening yourself up to possibilities and seeing what else can I do. The moment that you humble yourself and you realize like, shit, I don't know what to do. And you raise your hand to ask for help. And you realize that there is a different strategy, that maybe there's a different way to do things. That maybe the things that you think that you know what to do are not what you're supposed to do. So that's a lie that we need to break. We need to break that hypnotic rhythm that we continue to tell ourselves, I know what to do, but I'm not doing it, because the reality is that you don't. You need to be open-minded and realize there's a different way. There's other paths for you to accomplish what you want. I'd rather you get clear on what you want and not get attached of how to do it. Because that's the reason that we don't do this shit that we say we know what to do, we don't do it. It's because we attach to a certain way. We attach to a certain way of accomplishing our goals. So just open up your mind and realize that if you right now feel stuck, the first step is acknowledge that you're stuck. Acknowledge that you don't know what to do. Then from there, ask for help. Raise your hand. You know, whether it's praying to God, the universe, you know, guys in the community, just raise your hand and say, hey man, listen, maybe I'm doing this the wrong way. Maybe all this time I thought about this was the only way to do it. But now I realize that maybe I'm open to different possibilities. The moment that you're open to different possibilities, you're going to realize that sometimes you don't know what you don't know. And you have to ask for help, raise your hand, and be open to a different possibility. The second is, man, I've tried everything, but if it wasn't meant, it wasn't meant to be. And I get this a lot when people, you know, want to quit a relationship, they want to quit a business, they want to quit a strategy. They always say, oh, Raul, I tried everything, right? It doesn't work. I tried everything, but it wasn't meant to be. And here's what we do. We give ourselves this excuse to make us feel better about quitting. Because that usually happens when I quit something. It usually happens when I give up or something. But see, if you want to make things happen, you have to give it everything you fucking got. Because unless you've done everything in your power, you've done everything you fucking have, then you're quitting just because it's hard. Don't quit because it's hard. Do it because it's worth it. Do the work because it's worth it. And that's the difference. If you're in a relationship that you feel like, man, like I've done everything, it's not working. Well, have you really done everything in your power? Have you given it everything you fucking have? If you're in a business right now, you feel like, man, like this is not working. The reality is that sometimes we're more in love with how people see us in the business than we actually being successful in the business. We have to stop being romantic about the how and just focus on why you do the shit that you do. Because sometimes we just want to be busy. We like the precision that the business gives us. But the reality is that the moment that you give everything in your power to your business and realize, man, I will have to choose whether this is working or not working. But don't quit just because it got hard. Find a reason why to do it because it's going to be worth it towards the end. The third one is I'm supposed to be further ahead in life than now. This is what I hear all the time. Raul, I'm supposed to be ahead of the game, and I'm late. You know, I'm in my vision, I thought I was going to be somewhere else, especially now some of you guys are hitting a certain number, certain age, and all of a sudden you feel like, man, like I'm behind the 8 ball. I'm supposed to be, ahead of the game. And the question all the time is, who the fuck are you racing with? Who are you racing with? Who are you competing against? The reality is that the game is constantly changing and life is not a race. The moment you realize that nobody's chasing you except for yourself. And the reason that we have this illusion that we're supposed to be farther ahead of the game is because we want the approval of somebody else. We're constantly looking for approval from the outside world instead of saying, hey, listen, what do I want? What do I want? How can I go to the next level? How can I get better? Instead of racing against time, compete with who you were yesterday. So the question is, are you better than who you were yesterday? That's the only question. If you're better than who you were yesterday, if you're 1% better, then you're committed to play the long game. Because the truth is that you are farther ahead than where you were, a year, 2 years, or 3 years ago, because you have experience. We have to value the experience that we have. Shit, we went through a whole pandemic right now, the past year. That experience, money cannot give anybody that experience. What you're gonna go through right now and what you learn, hopefully, you sit down with yourself and you realize how much you have to put value in your health, how much you have to put value in your family, because at the end of the day, nothing is more important than your health and your family, because your business and everything else is gonna just come together the moment that you have those things. So ask yourself, am I playing the long game? And the fourth is, I'll be happy one day. When I do this, Raul, I'll be happy. When I have this, then I'll be happy. Then every single time you're just shooting for one day to be happy, one day. And the reality is, if you can live today, tomorrow may never come. There's so many people that I know right now, especially during this situation that we have right now, that are dying all of a sudden. And the question is, were you happy? Were you happy what you were doing? Were you happy? Were you enjoying your life? Don't wait until one day, because life is too short for you to live for the one day. Life is too short for you to start living in that syndrome of like, one day I'm going to do this, one day I'm going to do that. No. Ask yourself, how can I make this the best fucking day? How can I enjoy my day today? How can I enjoy life today and not wait until one day? Because the moment that you humble yourself and you're open to learn beyond your knowledge, and the key word here is open and humble beyond your knowledge. And when you give everything you have and to fulfill your purpose, and you're not making excuses, you're just doing your best. It's not about being perfect. It's about just doing your best. Every single day you're putting shit out there and doing your best. And when you appreciate the level that you're in right now, knowing that you're exactly where you need to be, that God, the universe, are putting you in this place right now and shaping you and molding you in a daily basis to create a better version of yourself, and that life is just an experience and you choose the experience. You choose what you're going through. Then you won't have to wait until one day, because you live in every day like it's your last day. And that's the moment that you stop chasing results and find joy in the process. And the moment that you find joy in the process, man, you become unstoppable. Because here's the reality. Shit is going to happen in your life. Shit's going to happen in your business. Shit's going to happen in your marriage. Shit's going to happen in your health. But the one place that you control is, can I find joy and fulfillment in everything that I do? Because you never know when it's going to be your last day. You never know when you're not going to have you will or will you not have the opportunity for you to show up as a leader for somebody else. You'll never know when your kind words or your message or what you said to somebody else is going to impact them to think different. Every single day, we have to appreciate the opportunity that we have to lead. I've said this many times. You've been chosen to lead, but it's not enough. It's not enough that you've been chosen to lead. It's not enough that you're in a leadership position. Not enough that right now people are calling you a leader. You have to choose every single day in the daily basis to lead. Because if you don't choose to lead, you open yourself to the possibilities that are going to knock you outside of your leadership position, and you're going to doubt your purpose. Because that's what happens every single day. And I know this because I listen to the marketplace. I see leaders losing certainty. I see leaders losing their visions. I see leaders losing why they do the shit that they do. And they're walking out of integrity because they lost the reason why they do what they do. But every single day you have to choose. You have to humble yourself to be open to possibilities. You have to be willing to do everything you fucking have every single day. And the moment that you go to sleep, you say, fuck, I give it everything I had. I have nothing else. Have no more energy. I've done everything. Yes, I didn't finish everything that I said I was going to do or wanted to do, but at least I'm doing my best and I give it my best. And when you realize that every single day is a gift and you're enjoying the process and you focus on how can I bring joy? How can I bring joy and fulfillment? How can I create the light in the end of the tunnel instead of just dealing with the problems or focusing on the shit I don't have? That's the moment that you start letting go of the lies. And the little voice is going to tell you every single day that you're not enough, that you don't have enough. But then you have to choose every single day, how are you going to show up? Because life is a choice. We have free will. The most powerful gift that we've been given is free will. Don't fucking waste it. Don't get hypnotized by what's going on in the world. Don't get hypnotized by the media, by taking sides and by arguing. There's zero upside in complaining, zero upside in arguing, zero upside in just looking at all this negative shit that's going on. All the upside that you have is, do you choose to lead? Do you choose to level up? Do you choose to take care of yourself so you don't have to talk about shit? People are actually seeing how you live. Because you are either the example for somebody else to be a leader or somebody's excuse of why they do what they do. But choose every single day to let go of the lies and seek and find the truth. The truth that you guided, the truth that you have everything you need right now to level up, the truth that you have a purpose, the truth that every single day you're stronger than what you think, and the most important truth of all, that you are responsible for your experience, that you are the creator of your experience. So whatever it is that you're going through right now, just know that you're stronger than what you think, and there's a purpose to this. You have to believe with every single cell in your body, and the other side of this journey, the king will rise. Because this world needs more leaders like you to level the fuck up and lead, especially now more than ever. Because our country is going to be under attack. Our businesses are going to be under attack. Marriages are going to be under attack. The reality is that you already chose to fucking stand up and lead. Just a matter of you choosing every single day and recommitting every single day to your purpose, because the best is yet to come. If you're a man that's looking for the edge, go to findmynextlevel.com to join us on a 30-day challenge. This challenge is going to give you the system and the process so you can find your code to the edge.